downtown San Diego and Petco Park on a Thursday night. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set. Barrett Egan comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Skied into very shallow right. Rosado waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second.
Len Edler will stand in now. 2 hits in 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. EK, you look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Boone Whitmore is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike one. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. We'll move on to the second now at Petco Park. Number 83 settles into the box for his first chance.
Number 83.
Hey, see it.
First offering on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Eric, this Padre team, as they take the field here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out. Pitch inside, the throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Whitmore is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Felipe Acevedo will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. In there, no balls and a strike. And it's quickly 0-2. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Bounce to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting fifth, right fielder, Mike Huff.
Mike Huff comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike one. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Chopped foul right at home plate. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Got him swinging in the dirt. Up with it, pins. Alex Aguilar will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Rosado is in pursuit, lays out, and he's got it. A great play for out number 2.
You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground, and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Eric Bolden will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. 0-1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike. Hit hard on the ground to third. Leefer scoops it up, and he's retired here, one away. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. So it goes without saying. These guys look forward to every start he makes. More often than not, he's going to put them in a position to get a W. He's doing that again so far in this one.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner, and he missed it. 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And he's really getting close now. That's career strikeout number 2,999. One more, and he joins a select group of pitchers better known as Hall of Famers. Keep your eyes on him. He could do this very soon. Stepping in now, Barrett Egan. He'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's falling behind 0-2. And another foul ball. And he got him. So that's the milestone right there. 3,000 career strikeouts. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail it here 3. Number 83 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a toward left center. Egan is over.
You see that though, 3,000 strikeouts.
And the inning is
youngest
over.
player to ever do it.
So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run. No errors and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Giants on top, 4-0. Leading off the inning, Len Edler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It's still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Down the third baseline. And this will miss down low in the third.
I don't understand how these people don't swing.
Something just to get things started against this guy.
Got him swinging on the split finger kick, and that's out number 1.
This is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Into the box, Boone Whitmore went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And he falls behind 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back it off a bit. 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, what's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit runners on base?
What are you barking at?
That'll do the job.
Into the box now, Felipe Acevedo, as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Mike Huff is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1 pitch on its way. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. And a splitter here, but he had a bit. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Alex Aguilar will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on.
The hitting is just so random, bro.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6-3, and they turn the double play.
Up next for the Padres.
At the plate, Eric Bolden. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Gabriel Gonzalez will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
He might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Now batting, left fielder.
Barrett Egan digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. On his way to pitch number 75. That backdoor slider catches the corner, or close enough at least. 0-2.
1-2.
Tried to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and Len Edler will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
To short. Baez gloves it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Yeah, look at these numbers, folks. He's been the best in the National League in the first half of the season. So far this year, nobody's had an answer for his stuff. He's been dominant. Not only that, but the defense behind him has been rock solid as well.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
And a lot of times, you might say, 4-run lead, we'll make that up. But I tell you, the way he's throwing the ball right now, they might be fortunate just to get 1 run off him.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're down 4-0. Brandon Heller is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Number 83 will take his third shot at it now. He's 0 for 2 thus far here tonight. Drilled right back up the middle, and that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And again a throw, and a dive, but he's back in. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease. The 1-0 delivery. Runner goes for third. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
Swing, and he popped him up, and that will not score the run from third. Holden backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. Leading off the inning, Mike Huff, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game. So a good pitch there to get the out. And with that, we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA.
Well, it's business as usual for them. They lead the National League in that department, and it's always nice to know that whoever steps on the bump for you is going to have a chance to win. A lot of teams are envious of that stat, and these pitchers, they deserve a lot of credit for what they've accomplished so far.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Ryan Cruz.
Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Ryan Cruz is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Add another 0 as it's up to 7. Eric Holden will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Matt Baldwin will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 37, Matt Baldwin.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact. Now a slider can't make it back to that outside edge, and that takes the count to 2-2 now. And a splitter. Smoke toward the hole. And that is through into right field for a single. Barrett Egan will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Breaks his bat as this ball's lifted into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2. Len Edler stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Bright lights of downtown on the San Diego Bay. We're back now from Petco Park in the Gaslamp District. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just...
Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Rafael Jimenez strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike 1 as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game. Byron Buxton will stand in here with a runner at first to start the inning. Now, I know both of you are more familiar with the art of hitting as opposed to the art of pitching, but on a wet night like this, who do you think this favors?
Well, I think it favors the pitcher. I know they're going to argue, well, the grip, but the ball doesn't carry on wet nights. So if I'm out there, I'm...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Billy Allsweed comes on with one.
Here with two guys on following the hit by...
Got him. Coming to the plate now, Billy Belanger, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land foul, shy of the wall. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Mookie Betts makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Right there for strike 1. And this is hit hard up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Now to the plate, James Katz, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch. Turned out to be a good take.
And he got him. Tyler Gamble into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. There's the first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. And this is chopped foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the bottom of the second. And we are tied 0-0. And in an all-star game atmosphere like this, it can sometimes be hard to single out one player for an MVP award, but the writers here have spoken as you get a look at our all-star game most valuable player presented by Topps.
And I don't know if this was a unanimous selection or not. There's probably some writer out there who disagrees, but he's a worthy all-star game MVP in my book. And I think all three of us put his name down at the top of our ballots.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The American League wins this thing 5-3. Good night from...
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting in the National League West, the San Francisco Giants totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 7-6. The Dodgers combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 2-1. The Rockies allowed only 5 hits as they bested the visiting Padres 3-1. They now have 6 straight victories. The Phillies totaled 11 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 6-3. The St. Louis Cardinals pounded out 17 hits in this one.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show.
see me
First
leading
pitch
the
of
league
Game 2 in our
so
series
good.
is right around the corner. But before we turn that corner, a truly gorgeous afternoon for baseball now from sunny AT&T Park in San Francisco. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Francisco Giants. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. Pins, corrals it, and the throw is in time. Casilla is retired, and there's one away.
Batting second.
Ricky Kraft will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Greg Bird will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And he catches the in. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Kevin Nesterov will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And a high strike there, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change, 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1. Striding into the box, Enrique Mitre. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Tap down the line. Pins scoops it up in time to first, and there are 2 away. Benito Reyes into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On now to the bottom. Jack Roberts leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
1 away here to begin the third. Alan Hodge will stand in now. Still struggling to get anything going offensively. Hit out towards second. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third.
Catcher, Aaron Nola.
Aaron Nola is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. Number 83 steps in now.
Leading off for the Giants, pitcher, number 83.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. And did he square around? No, it's ball 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, forget it.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting,
Doug Majum will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch outside. The throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Runner at third here. Nobody out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters' counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward. But he decides to let it go.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Well, this is turning into a real dogfight now.
Push to the right side. And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Giants break out on top here 1-0. Leading off the inning, Leonardo Casilla, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
Stepping in now, Ricky Kraft, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Hot shot to third. Reined in. The second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
up next for the
Greg Bird digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And that's in there for strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So no. Kevin Nesterov heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Around first, heading for second now. Around second, he'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Enrique Mitre. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, but this time, if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI because right now the infield's playing back.
Majum giving chase. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Benito Reyes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he makes the throw to first. Reyes is retired, 2 down now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And that ends the inning. Number 83 stands in.
Leading out for the Giants. Pitcher, number 83.
Fun attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Bird comes up with it. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. First pitch of the at-bat. Runner goes for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And no throw as it turns out as he takes second with ease. And the runner's breaking for third.
And let's just train our camera on that runner leading off from second. He's watching that pitcher like a hawk. So once he sees that he's not paying attention to him, he just takes off. And the head-first slide gets him into third just ahead of the throw.
Way outside. 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Not too happy about that decision down there at first base. We're going to check it out again here on show motion. Boy, that is a tight call. You know, one way or another, someone wasn't going to be happy about that.
Into the box now, Steve Hughes, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And he falls behind 0-2. Heading out towards shallow right. He can't track it down as this ball falls. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third, and it's a 4-1. Alan Hodge will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Brendan Drury will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 34, Brandon Drury.
And that misses inside 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And he lays off ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The batter, number 5.
Leonardo Casilla.
been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Number 83 will be the batter. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Well, 2 singles isn't necessarily an eye-catching performance, but hey, I'm sure he's feeling just fine about it.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 6 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. Now a pickoff play at second, but the runner's back easily. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Hodge makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Ricky Kraft will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. Worked for him so far.
Greg Bird comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As the lead is cut to 4, it's 6-2 now. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Number 10,
Enrique Mitre is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Benito Reyes will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. And he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready on 1-2. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Jack Roberts will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Alan Hodge will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. The throw to first is number 83 will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really came through with a dominating pitching performance. You see there.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting in the National League West, the Chicago Cubs got 11 overall hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 5-4. The Padres totaled 13 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 7-6. The Yankees finished off a two-game sweep as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-2. The Rockies allowed only 5 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 4-3. The Dodgers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 5-4. Kurt Fenn launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, leading the Braves to a victory over the Nationals 12-3. He leads the entire National League in runs batted in. The Cincinnati Reds totaled 11 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 6-2. The Miami Marlins snapped their 5-game losing streak as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 5-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates totaled 11 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-2. Damon Linden had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading Tampa Bay over the Red Sox 13-2. The White Sox launched 3 home runs as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 8-3. The Tigers combined for 4 total home runs as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 10-6. The Houston Astros sent 3 balls into the seats as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-2. The Mariners completed a 3-game series sweep as they defeated the visiting Angels 5-1. The Indians cracked 14 hits overall as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 7-4. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.